Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ames, Iowa, here on the campus of Iowa State University, here for the 2026 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here for this Class 1A quarterfinal. It's the 1 seed, the Denver Cyclones, at 17-0-3, taking on the 8-seeded Iowa Falls-Aiden Cadets at 17-2-2. Dar, two teams that have played each other just a couple weeks ago. Denver won 4-0. You got to look past that. It's a fresh slate here today at State.
Yeah, and you got a team that wants to get back to the title game after losing last year, and you got a team their first time down here. But that game where they played them gave them a little insight of what to do and how to make adjustments, and we'll see if they're able to do that. That was what, about
just a couple, 3 weeks ago. That was May 16th. Yeah, we're going to send it down to the field for your starting lineups tonight.
So the bottom one's going well. Okay, that's all we'll do it then.
Cadets and the Denver Cyclones. Guys, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Cadets. Number 1, Miranda Valencia Meza. Number 3, Fernanda Valencia. Number 5, Heartland Maischlack. Number 10, Patty Aiden. Number 17, Leah Bremen. Number 18, Sophia Orozco. Number 19, Giselle Gutierrez. Number 20, Sophia Valencia Meza. Number 21, Avery Bierkant. Number 22, Cameron Koltoff. And number 25, Olivia Steiner. The assistant coaches for the Cadets: Autumn Schott and Jill Bierkant. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Denver. Number 0, McKenna Broadhead. Number 2, Addison Rome. Number 5, Adeline Decker. Number 12, Emily Muller. Number 13, Mackenzie Simmons. Number 14, Hazel Colesrud. Number 16, Evelyn Shia. Number 17, Madeline Johnson. Number 18, Sydney Krabenhoff. And number 19, Nicole Gomez. Number 23, Chrisanne Wirchis. The assistant coaches for Denver are Marissa Lopez and Sammy Gerke. Now let's meet the starters for Iowa Falls-Aiden. Number 2, Grace Hartford. Number 4, Tessa Lorenz Newman. Number 6, Aubrey Sylvie. Number 7, Alyssa Bierkant. Number 8, Arabella Maischlack. Number 9, Kylie Kingsfield. Number 11, Ivy McWhirter. Number 12, Susanna Lozano. Number 14, Kimry Kingsfield. Number 15, Demi Bobian. And the goalie, number 88, Abigail Jansen. The coach for Iowa Falls, Morgan Bierkant. Now let's meet the starters for Denver. Number 4, Addison Shepard. Number 6, Mackenzie McEwen. Number 9, Kenna Rothmeyer. Number 10, Lydia Gleason. Number 11, Bailey Mullahan. Number 15, Grace Mullahan. Number 20, Hayden Caldwell. Number 21, Alexis Milder. Number 22, Aubrey Juergens. Number 24, Elise Ricketts. And the goalie, number 0, Adina Merch. Head coach for Denver is Kane Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for this match: your referee, Joseph Barnes. Your AR1, Gary Weichert. Your AR2, Toby White. And the fourth official, George Shaw. Fans, at this time,
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson along with you here for this Class 1A quarterfinal. Denver taking on Iowa Falls-Aiden. Let's take a look at your road to state for both these two teams. 17-2-2 record for the Iowa Falls-Aiden Cadets, making their first ever appearance here at the State Soccer Tournament. They defeated Grundy Center Gladbrook Rhinebeck to get here 4-0. And then on the other side for Denver, narrowly got past Solon out of the WAMAC Conference, a 1-0 defeat. Solon, a tough team down in Class 1A. Dar, the story of today, Grace Hartford 34 goals, Addison Shepherd 33 goals. These two teams are led by two underclassmen that are very, very talented.
Yeah, and we know if they get the ball in the box down there, they're going to fire it and they're going to get it in the goal. So what's your strategy? And obviously Denver scored more goals in that other meeting, so we'll see how they adjust and how that works out.
You see the rest of the field. Grace Mullihan, a great backup to Addison Shepherd. Kylie Kingsfeld also really solid to Hartford, and then two really good goalies that we'll talk about as the day goes on. 73 degrees, overcast skies here at Iowa State University.
No rain
like
good.
last year,
Yep.
and there's a slight chance here as the day goes on, but I think we should remain dry. One thing's for sure, it is humid. 88% humidity. Dew point is at 70 degrees. It's going to be a heavy one here today. Denver's going to be in maroon. Iowa Falls-Aiden's going to be in white as we get set to go here on field number one.
Caught the Denver coach over there as he was checking in with the score and just said we need to possess the ball. We need to keep pressure on, keep moving it the entire match here.
We are off and running here in Ames for game number one of the 2026 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. Denver and Iowa Falls-Aiden. These two teams played back on May 16th, so not long ago in non-conference play. It was a 4-0 victory for the Cyclones. That is the only time in the Bound era, dating back to 2007, that these two teams have faced off against one another. Denver already trying to get moving here up the near side. Here's a shot on goal that goes in. An early goal, just 30 seconds into the match. And just like that, Denver is on the board with a goal by Aubrey Juergens. About as easy as it gets early for the Cyclones, and a score in the first minute as they just were able to work it up the center, and Juergens was right there.
To center and then watch her. She'll come here, gets it up the center, then sees the outlet right outside. The keeper's trying to come over, comes over, and one-on-one she didn't know, and a perfectly placed ball.
Well placed indeed. So Denver is on the board early. Sofia Valencia Meza is the one in the goal for Iowa Falls-Aiden today. 66% Abigail Jensen, the one in the goal. 84% save percentage this year, 77 saves, but could not jump on top of that one. And just like that, Denver leads. Here comes Iowa Falls-Aiden with a chance to maybe go back on the attack on the other side. Grace Hartford, number 2. Keep an eye on her today. She'll be one of the big faces to keep an eye out.
Good recovery by the Denver defense, so to get back and give some support to the keeper.
They'll throw it in on the far side. Good crowd, good showing by both programs, Iowa Falls-Aiden and Denver. Not too bad of a drive for both teams.
Denver over in my neck of the woods over there.
I call it the Cedar Falls Waterloo area, if you will. The North Iowa Cedar League area.
Cedar Valley.
Cedar Valley, if you will. Teams battle for it in the midpoint. And now Iowa Falls-Aiden going to try to regroup here. Dar, it's not easy to give up any goal, but it's really not easy to give up a goal in the first minute. If you're Iowa Falls-Aiden, how do you just look past? I mean, can't look at the scoreboard, but you're already down 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say the cliche, a lot of time left, and, you can't get your head down because then that'll lead to more goals. But, yeah, give up your first goal, and it's the state opening game of state in your school history. So you got to come back, shake it off.
Iowa Falls-Aiden winning their 5th consecutive North Central Conference Championship, 12-0-2 in the league.
Good coverage there. Everybody back. A lot of white shirts on defense that time.
It's Coach Morgan Bierkant's 6th season as a head coach with Iowa Falls-Aiden. 78 career wins for Morgan. 78 and 28 and 2.
And you got to keep that up. Iowa Falls-Aiden, you got to keep attacking when you get a chance.
Almost had a breakaway opportunity. Now they're on the far side of the field with Alexis Milder. And Milder, the senior, gets it taken away. Now here comes Iowa Falls-Aiden back the other way. Freshly painted field here in Ames at the Lead Recreational Complex on field number 1. Got the logo in the center or not. Dar and I we didn't really know if last year the logo was painted in the middle. It rained so much that even if it did, they probably either didn't have a chance or it washed off.
Yeah, I don't think they ever got a chance. It was wet all the way up, too.
Been rainy here for the most part the last couple days in Iowa, but skies have cleared up here. Here's another chance for the Cyclones, trying to get this one moving forward. Knocked over by Grace Mullihan. Here's a shot in the middle that goes again. How about 2 for 2 for Aubrey Jurgens?
Yeah, and just good passing once again. You can see how technically sound Denver is and the way they pass. They see the open player in there, passed it right in.
An assist by the captain, Grace Mullihan, and Aubrey Jurgens. Take a look at the replay here, Dar. You said it. It's well set up, and Jurgens was just sitting alone.
She gets in there and just right on the wing again, and then it's keeper one-on-one, and she's got to make a decision, and both of them, she took it to the left side and got it in there.
How about Aubrey Jurgens? The sophomore came in with 6 goals on the season. She has already got 2. There's a good bounce, and here comes Hartford back the other way. She gets tripped up, and it's going to be a PK. Yeah, PK coming as one girl down for Denver. That was a hard collision between Hartford and somebody else down there. Again, we'll check.
I can't see right now.
Here's a look at the replay, Dar.
Thank you.
So there's Hartford.
Came right in, and yeah, she was in behind her. Anytime you come in and attack from behind, that's going to be a foul.
It's Elise Ricketts, the sophomore, who is the one injured down on the field. She was holding her ankle. It will be, like you talked about, a PK coming up. And they will check on Ricketts down there.
Yes, I'm good.
Whole bunch of action here in the early portions, not even 5 minutes in. That was kind of a weird bounce, Dar, off that original kick from the center that gave Hartford the chance to get away.
And this grass is mowed pretty well. It's been in good shape. I've had a lot of rain here, but just one of those things.
Ricketts trying to put a little bit of pressure on that leg as she's helped off.
And I don't know if she might have caught the back heel of her ahead and turned and fell and twisted that, a little bit.
Hard to say. She started at all 20 games this season for the Cyclones. 2 goals this year for her. And now it's Grace Hartford to take the PK.
She's 3 of 4 in PKs this year.
This will be her 35th goal of the season if she can hang on to it. It's McKenna Broadhead in the goal for the Cyclones.
And it's interesting, they've taken 6. Now, we don't go to the shootouts anymore, but
Adina Murch is the one in the goal. Shot on goal is good, and the PK is right through. Adina Murch can't get to it, got off to the side, and Grace Hartford has her 35th goal of the season. And Iowa Falls-Aiden gets back within 1, and we still haven't gone 5 minutes gone by, and there's 3 goals total in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Take a look at the PK.
And, you just got to guess as a keeper. She kind of took first slight to the right and then back over, but, and that's what we went back to. But early goal, just keep going. Don't give it up yet.
Well, they had good pressure that early portion. They were moving ahead, so pressure's up. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the state soccer tournament. 2-1 in the early portions. Denver leads over Iowa Falls-Aiden. The Cyclones, the 1 seed, defending runner-ups here in Class 1A. Iowa Falls-Aiden making their first career appearance at the state tournament, as Murch will come up and make the play. And we'll boot this one back the other way. Really no wind to speak of here today.
It's kind of quiet here, and you're kind of surrounded by buildings, too.
Yeah. 2 fields happening at one time. Keep the action rolling here today. Cyclones trying to go on the push again. A little bit of contact in the middle. Here comes Iowa Falls-Aiden back the other way. Sophia Orozco.
I'd like to see her keep that on the outside, draw the defense there.
Sophomore down there now. Susanna Lozano is over there. Now the ball's going to go to the far corner. Cyclones trying to move this thing to the middle. Back it up to Grace Mullihan, who had the assist earlier. Now back up to Hayden Caldwell, the freshman. A lot of white jerseys all in one place for Iowa Falls-Aiden. Going to have a offsides call.
But Denver, quick touch pass. Don't, let the defense, make the defense chase, and that's what they're doing here.
So with the offsides, Iowa Falls-Aiden will get the free kick here. Kick to be taken by Demi Bubian. That ball kind of fell in no man's land, and Denver just sends it back the other way off the boot of Bailey Mullihan. Early action here in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Denver leads 2-1 over Iowa Falls-Aiden. Here come the cadets trying to get back the other way, and that one stopped in its tracks by Kenna Rothmeyer, the junior.
I got to, reverse it. I was going to say, right out there.
They push up ahead to Grace Hartford, and the junior goes to work. Got around 1, fires a low shot on goal, and it's picked up by Murch.
Not a bad shot because she had 2 of her teammates coming in there. If it gets out of the goalie's hands, you got a chance for a ricochet shot.
Worked around Bailey Mullihan with ease. Hartford's going to be tough to contest. Now 35 goals on the season for the junior. Denver going to try to push back the other way. Here's a ball that's dropped in the center, goes a little wide. It is going to be picked up here by Aubrey Jorgens, who's already got the 2 goals for the Cyclones. Iowa Falls-Aiden are really far back defensively, and really great.
I just say they turn, but
the only one.
Yeah, it's 1-on-1 when Hartford turns. Now they get back, but sinking back in there after giving up 2 early goals, trying to help defensively.
She hands it off to Fernanda Valencia, the sophomore. So a couple young forwards for Iowa Falls-Aiden. It is going to roll out. Is it going to be a corner kick?
Let's see.
It's hard to see from the corner. And it looks like it is. So corner kicks brought to you by Channel. The enhanced Channel seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com. So a Channel seeds corner kick going to be taken here by Grace Hartford. Here comes Grace with the boot. Again, really no wind to help. That one drops short. It's picked up quickly by Addison Shepard.
It looked like she might have been trying to go up high, but it didn't get there.
Addison Rahm had that thing taken away. Now back into Hartford's legs.
It does take some adjusting on the grass field because the turf is pretty consistent throughout, but
good boot back up the pitch. It's picked up by Tessa Lorenz Newman, the senior. Now they battle for it once again back in the middle. Constant communication out of head coach Morgan Vierkant. You probably hear that on our camera, trying to help his girls out here. Alexis Milder on that far side for Denver. Gets it kicked away, and now it's booted back up the field by Susanna Lozano. Good play by Susanna.
More just trying to clear it out and not controlling it.
Jurgens fires a low liner shot that drops into the lap of Abigail Jensen, and Jensen's able to boot this one back the other way. Aubrey Jurgens trying to stay with the hot hand here with the 2 goals early. Denver probably thinking the same thing to try to get it back to her.
Trying to turn it.
Taken away by Ivy McWhorter, the senior. Sophia Orozco was there in the center there, or in the side for number 18. Here's Jurgens still working her way to the middle. Might have been a possible handball. We play on. Again, they're just trying to get it downfield off a kind of a whiff kick to Hartford, but Denver's well covered.
Yeah, she was running straight. The ball came up.
Shot misses high and to the right, I believe. That was taken by Alexis Milder.
Cameron Koltoff will come in to sub, and for Iowa Falls, for Denver, Emily Muller coming in, and Nicole Gomez.
Substitutions in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
20 over here going in.
Sophia Valencia Meza waiting for a possible chance to sub in here in a second. There's a boot back down the pitch. Can Hartford get ahead of it?
Step back off the lines for me.
It's knocked out of the way by Bailey Mullihan. A lot of people look at that, Dar, and they're like, man, why would you just send it out of bounds? But there's really no other option for Denver.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to try to get it out of the way.
You're better to get it out and then get the troops back
Right.
and get more defense back there.
It does allow the Cadets to have a chance for a throw-in on the far touchline. Nice thing here about the state tournament, especially at this field, you get the chance to sit in the bleachers if you want, or you got everybody on their lawn chairs. Kind of brings back the vibes when we were back at County Sports Complex in Des Moines.
Yeah, sitting around there.
Really cool. Again, a great crowd for both these two teams.
And it's what you see out at, home fields when they play.
Just like home. Denver on the far side trying to work this thing back to the middle. There's a shot on goal that is dropped, but it's outside the goal. It was a chance for Jansen, but she
went out over the touchline for a corner.
So now that gives an opportunity for Addison Shepard, who we haven't talked about a lot. Here's the look at the replay as made the stop. But that ball is probably a little slick. Here's the kick from the corner. It's a low liner again. That's picked up in the front by Addison Rom. Now this one just kind of booted in the air and will miss to the left. Hayden Caldwell got a foot on it. Iowa Falls-Aiden holds steady defensively after the corner kick. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. Denver continuing to put the pressure on Iowa Falls-Aiden here in the early portions. We've taken a little bit of a breather after our 3 goals in 4 minutes. Got to give Denver's defense credit, though, Dar. The defenders are staying up. They're not really giving them a chance as there's a foul called.
There's a push. Lydia Gleason, and then that was clearly pushed the arms out. Now here's where Iowa Falls-Aiden needs to connect, move it around a little bit. Because you're not just going to dribble through the defense when it's back tight like this.
Demi Boubian going to be the one to kick this one. Kind of shorts it. It is headed up by Cameron Koltoff. And here's Hartford. A little bit of a shove. We play on. It's going to be a physical game, and they know if they can keep a hand on Hartford, Iowa Falls-Aiden, not one-dimensional, but they're going to be tougher. Here's Shepard here on the far corner. Centers to the middle. Misses the opportunity at a possible shot. Now trying to go around the edge with another shot on goal opportunity is low and caught. Nicole Gomez, number 19, had a shot at it. It was a great center by Shepard, but they missed the opportunity right there in the goalie box.
And that time the goalie shut it down, didn't let it roll out.
It's a couple, they're low-lining shots. They're not shots that are getting up in the air by any means.
Yeah, so you got to go down and smother them.
Denver trying to get something rolling again. Here's Shepard, tries with the left leg. Is it touched by a cadet? No. Maybe.
Yeah, it is. He's pointing in the corner over
touched.
there.
So a Channel Seeds corner kick coming up. Enough contact that warranted a corner.
Hazel Colesrud coming in for Denver, and Arabella Meislick coming in for Iowa Falls-Aiden.
Addison Shepard will check out. That puts Addison Rahm in the corner for the corner kick. The corner kicks so far have fallen short of the goal, so we'll see if she has the leg to get it there.
Yeah, I think maybe adjusting on the grass a little bit.
Low liner drops right in front, but it is picked up by Abigail Jansen. And Iowa Falls-Aiden stands tall on defense once again, as this one's picked up by Koltoff, trying to work her way down the pitch. But well covered by Lydia Gleason.
Quickly ahead by Denver.
Colesrud gets around one. And now Hazel's got to figure out where she wants to go with it. She tries to go center. Iowa Falls-Aiden staying on top of it. Now pushed up. Now the ball low and out. Is this going to be another corner? I believe it will.
Yep, he pointed that way.
So another Channel Seeds corner kick. Upcoming, here's the replay. Strong attack that time by Mackenzie McEwen.
Yeah, she got the good tackle there, and then the ball goes out of bounds. But all ball there. I mean, the player went down, but
Grace Mullahan tries the corner. It's well covered by the Cadets. Everybody's been pretty solid on their defense so far for the corners. And now they boot it back down the pitch, but it's 2-on-1. Hartford can't get to it.
And we got a ball on the field down here.
Now there's a push ahead. Yeah, there's a ball on the field. Hartford, can she get there in time? They got two taken out. And it's going to be hopped on by Adina Murch.
Coach was not happy.
Coach Bierkamp not happy. Thought that she wasn't going for the ball. Denver defensively wasn't going for the ball. They were just going after Hartford. Here's a shot that drops into the goalie's lap. Adina Murch. Well, Denver has clearly set the tone. They're going to be aggressive early defensively, and they know if they can hold off Hartford, it sets themselves up pretty well defensively.
Yeah, and Iowa Falls is not eased off. Here they again, back up on the attack. Oh,
trying to get ahead. Yeah, this is Koltoff.
I thought she might have been offside, but I guess not. It's hard at this angle to see where the levels of the bodies are, but the AR right down there on it didn't raise his flag.
We're at ground level here. Our cameras are up top on a lift. A little bit of scaffolding so you can get a better view, but yeah, down eye level here, kind of hard to see from a couple angles. Denver back on the push here offensively. Emily Mullert fighting for it. It's going to go out. Whose ball is it?
Stay with Denver. That's right.
A couple more IMT Insurance substitutions coming in. A lot of mass substitutions for both teams.
Yeah.
At least Ricketts is back in. That's a good sign for Denver. She went out with that ankle injury. Good to see her back on the field.
And Juergens is back in, who scored the first two goals here.
Throw in from the near touchline for Denver. Well covered, and here come the Cadets trying to maybe get this thing back the other way. It is out. It will stay with Denver.
Yeah, Mackenzie McEwen just kicks it right off the defender, and now Addison Shepard will come in.
So Shepard back in like Dar talked about. I haven't really called her name that much, but that one sent back the other way. Shepard just not in position, though. Myschlack with it here. Tries to, again, get it back up the pitch, but Lydia Gleason there waiting. She's played really well at defending so far in this one.
Right now they're just dumping it ahead into open areas. They need to connect a little better.
Shot on goal, just barely knocked out. Adina Mert showing off the hops.
I thought that was going to be way over the goal, but it was bending down toward it, and she got the hand up there, as you said.
Cameron Kaltoff with a heck of an effort, and you're going to see Adina Mert take to the skies.
Right side and then pounds it, and it's dropping, and she came in and got the hand there just under the.
Very, very impressive by the sophomore goalkeeper.
It works out to be a corner kick, but that's better than having to set it up for a kickoff.
We don't have heights for the players here. That's not usually a thing for soccer, but Adina's not that tall, and she makes a play. Here comes the Channel Seeds corner kick here for the Cadets.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes in soccer, super tall doesn't help you as much as the keeper, because those plays where you got to go down and get it make it tougher on the taller ones. It's more instinct than knowing where your positioning is.
The Denver defense shines. Now here comes a run out for the Cyclones. Addison Shepard. There you can see why she's gotten all the goals she has. She is so fast.
Quick on the counter. Bring it
so
up.
fast. She gets this thing up the pitch, and now here comes a chance for Addison Rom.
And you look at the maroon shirts there, and they're just spread out in perfect position, giving her lots of options.
Well, that one's booted out, but I don't think it was booted out the way that Hattie Hayden wanted it to go, as it's going to be another corner kick. Plenty of Channel Seeds quarter kicks here in the early goings of this one. Denver leads 2-1. 3 goals combined in the first 4 minutes of this one. Action has slowed down ever since. As here comes a corner kick attempt. On the way. Dropped in the middle, but a little bit of a misplay, and that allows Denver to hop on top of it for a second.
Iowa Falls still trying to clear it. There they go.
Yeah, plenty of white jerseys in the vicinity for the Cadets to cover.
Oh, good move. Now take it up the side.
Here comes Koltoff. Chased up by Mackenzie McEwen. Koltoff tries to get with the right and wasn't able to turn it enough.
Talk about fast. Koltoff has got some wheels, doesn't she?
But I give credit to McEwen. She was in tow, ready to go. Yeah. It is a goal kick.
She kept shielding her there, never let her get it to the foot to turn for the shot.
There's a chance that we have had more corner kicks than goal kicks here today. A rare goal kick, it feels like. Lydia Gleason will be the one to kick it off for Denver with just under 20 minutes to go here in the first period.
Oh, Iowa Falls needed to get on that, hold them back on their side. But
well, they tried to go back and forth as Shepard right there in the middle. Here comes a low shot on goal that misses to the left. Hazel Kalsrud. Hazel, in a perfect world, back and forth with Shepard. Yeah. They had him right where they wanted him. Ivy McWhirter is back into the match for Iowa Falls-Aiden. And now a kick up coming on the corner, or a goal kick for Demi Bobian. See if she can get her leg into it. Another low liner. Again, not a lot of wind to affect much of these kicks. It's pretty much all what you got for your leg power. Hartford at the midfield here. Being worked on by Addison Rom. And now Rom pushing back up the pitch. Too far out ahead of Aubrey Jurgens.
Too much mustard on that one.
Another goal kick upcoming for Iowa Falls-Aiden. Substitutions, Dar.
Leah Bremen, yeah, they're
almost every break
in and out, aren't they?
Every single chance they get.
Every stoppage, you're getting, people in there.
Grace Mullahan is back in for the Cyclones.
And it is a little muggy, that's some of it. You look at the players a little bit close in here. So far, the water stand up in the clouds, which is good.
A push by Mullahan. Picked up in the center, nicely done by Lozano. Again, a lot of white jerseys there in the center, just trying to hold off the Denver offense. That one kind of booted up. Going to drop right in center, and dropping on top of it, Abigail Jansen does her job. Anytime that ball just gets bouncing a little bit in the box. The best thing for the goalie to do is just go right after it.
Jump on it before anybody gets a chance to get a footer or anything on it.
All knocked up near side. Here comes another chance up the middle, kind of in no man's land. Eventually it is found by Aubrey Jurgens. Iowa Falls-Aiden not as many chances getting down the field to their star, Grace Hartford here.
Well, and they have left them up high a little more here than they were earlier, but it's hard to dump it. They've been trying to dump and run. It's hard to do that.
Nobody over here on the near side, so it is picked up in free reign for Arabella Maischlack. Good boot back up the way by Madeline Johnson. Haven't called her name a ton. The speedy Addison Rahm working her way near the
nice tackle
near touch line, and ball works its way back down the field. Koltoff got around one. Can she get around another? Ball's in free real estate here in the middle. Now she tries to get back to the other side.
Oh, rocket fire. You got to.
Kingsfeld was there, but then they missed the opportunity as Denver was on top of it.
Yeah. That's one where you don't have to take another touch. Just fire it because you have the defense away.
It was a good pass. Kingsfeld was just kind of waiting in the midfield, kind of working her way up to the goal. They just couldn't find the opportunity that was right. Here comes Addison Shepard, who gets free. Not what you want to see, and Addison Shepard scores. Right off the hands of Abigail Jansen, and the Cyclones lead 3-1 off the leg of Addison Shepard, her 34th goal on the season, Dart.
Watch it, just moving right in there, and the left footer, and just wide enough and high enough that the keeper can't come over and knock it down.
And what turned into such a good opportunity for the Cadets just flips just like that.
That's the thing with Denver. They're so and that's because they keep their shape, their spacing, and they know they can quickly get it back up the field.
The trend will change now today. In all of Denver's wins, they didn't give up a single goal, whether they win or lose today. In their ties is when they gave up the goals.
And two of those were to Pella, and then the two ties to
two to Appleton Parkersburg, and then one to Pella.
So
to the Dutch.
It's the first time this season, they give
up a goal.
Unless, of course, we won't have a tie today because they got to play it out. So
the trend was going to be broken, but it's been a fun one so far. 3-1 Iowa Falls-Aiden's goal came on a penalty kick, or a penalty shot by Grace Hartford.
Still a little different when I look down the scores and you see the record 1702, all these ties where we didn't used to have that.
Some teams more ties, some teams just didn't tie all year, just kind of how it works.
But as a broadcaster, it's nice because then you're not there till forever waiting
for the teams, definitely.
And the coaches, when I've talked to them, we don't mind. It's,
IMT Insurance Substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Denver trying to keep the pressure off.
Nicole Gomez was one of them that came in.
We didn't have all the subs off the field, so we got to try that again.
Then we got the fourth official right in front of us at times.
Keeping things rolling, trying to keep the substitutions in order. They try to center there for a second. I don't think that everybody knew the ball was there. Here comes a low-lining shot that misses out to the right by Mackenzie McEwen.
Yeah, just take a little dumper into the box, see if you could get somebody on it, but goes out for a goal kick. And now, let's see, we got Grace Hartford back in, and
Leah Brayman checks out, one
Cameron
of the freshmen.
Koltoff.
Yep. Heartland Maischlack also out of the game for the Cadets, as here comes the goal kick by Demi Bilbian.
So, again, Iowa Falls-Aiden, they need to get control of the ball, move it up, get on the attack here.
Let's just step back.
You still got plenty of time. But going into half down one is better than two.
On a game that has seen a lot of action so far, a lot can change. Ball working its way to the center here as it's booted out by Lozano. Hartford really working hard in the middle, trying to get that thing free upfield to the forwards. That's exactly what they got a chance to do, as directing traffic is Myschlack.
But you got to go quick, because there you go. Denver recovers fast.
I'll tell you what, Lydia Gleason is everywhere defensively. Number 10 for Denver. Every time they get a chance. Denver thought they had a handball off the hand of Sofia Orozco. Back up the pitch they go, but it's well picked up this time by Mackenzie McEwen, who just tight ropes the line. It's going to go all the way to the far end. Addison Shepard. Good center opportunity. Yeah.
That was a good job knocking it down defensively, though, because that was going to set up right in the middle, and Iowa Falls-Aiden was kind of out of position.
Emily Mullert trying to go with Orozco, and Orozco was able to knock this one out. Closing in on 10 minutes to go here in the first period. Denver leads 3-1 over Iowa Falls-Aiden. Caldwell tried to get it to the center, well picked up, and here's Myschlack working back up the pitch, but again, Lydia Gleason says, nope, not going to let you get there.
Yeah, they got her bracketed, 2 defenders back. She's going to have some help.
Denver still directing traffic. They tried to get it to Addison Shepard. They still try to get it to Addison. That ball's going to stay in as Mullert works her way back to the center. Lazier pass gives Iowa Falls-Aiden a chance to go forward, and again, Lydia Gleason there.
Denver getting to the ball first.
Kenzie McEwen to the near side now. Here comes a run out for Mullert, who centers again. This time, Mullahan got it taken away momentarily. Now they try again up ahead to Koltoff.
And she couldn't quite settle it, but
plenty of maroon jerseys here at the midfield ready to defend.
Yeah, Iowa Falls having a hard time getting it in their half right now.
Addison Shepard trying to get a leg on the ball now here on the far side. Cyclones trying to push it again to the center. Again, really good defense. That time working out to Susanna Lozano. So more substitutions checking in for Iowa Falls-Aiden.
Yeah, Miranda Valencia Mesa and Ivy McWhirter in.
And number 11, Ivy McWhirter.
You talked about it, but the Cadets just trying to get that push here before the end of the half. Try to get it down to 1. As it'll be a goal kick here for Abigail Jansen. Ball knocks out, will stay with Denver on the far corner. And it looks like throw-in will be for Bailey Mullahan over there. Addison Shepard over there now. Yep, going to be offside. That's a tight offside. There wasn't a lot of room left over there to be offsides, but Iowa Falls-Aiden maybe strategic on how they lined up there. Cadets get it back.
Yeah, you can sometimes where you're at, you can kind of force them into it because you don't think of a throw-in right close, you're going to get that usually.
Hayden Caldwell got that one booted up in the air. Who's it going to be with? It's going to be staying with Denver, as Mackenzie McEwen's going to come over and throw it in. Mullert centers back to Caldwell. Caldwell got that one bumped to the left. Was it last touched by Iowa Falls-Aiden? Yep. Yes, it was. It is a Channel Seeds corner kick upcoming for the Cyclones once again.
I think I've got them for 5 here in the first half.
8.5.
Yeah, racking them up here right now. All right, so here comes your corner kick. Addison Shepard's going to give her best go at it.
Haven't been able to get him up very high in that one either.
That's a low liner that I think is going to go out, but Iowa Falls-Aiden wanted to keep it in. There's another low liner that is
well, yeah, she was at the left post, and she didn't want to. It probably would have hit behind the left post into the side of the net, but it's just reaction.
They get away with one defensively. Another good save by Abigail Jansen, getting down on a knee to get down to get it. it feels like in the last 10 minutes, a rare chance to get it downfield. Again for Iowa Falls-Aiden, but again, Denver is on top of it.
Yeah, and you get it to Grace Hartford, and there's 4 Cyclones around her. That's the problem right now.
It has been a successful year for Denver Cyclone athletics, especially on the women's side. Volleyball, basketball. They have been fun to watch. High shot on goal. Goes in. Addison Shepard does it again.
Just out of nowhere, fires it.
Really no chance for the goalie Jansen to hop on top of it. It's caught me off guard. I can't believe she shot it.
Because they've been just dumping that right in there, and she just turns and fires it.
Took it with the right leg. Take a look at the replay.
Watch this. Just turns, boom, and high up just under the crossbar.
Denver scored 4 goals in the win over Iowa Falls-Aiden back on May 16th. With 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first period of this Class 1A quarterfinal. They already got 4 goals. Impressive showing by the Cyclones. Again, Iowa Falls-Aiden only goal have come on a penalty shot after Hartford got contact with Elise Ricketts down in the penalty or in the goalie box.
And you got to think, long lob.
High arching shot picked up by Jansen.
You got to think their goal is to get through this side of the bracket and back to the title match again.
Fell short last year in the state title game. Looking for a little revenge. But again, Cyclones just staying on the aggressive here. Booted out that time by Roscoe. Lozano with it there momentarily. Now over to Bobian.
Oh, nice play.
Good boot back up. Guess who? Lydia Gleason sitting there. And it came kind of after a short time, but the last 2 goals, the Iowa Falls-Aiden has gotten down the field, and then immediately they've turned around and scored the other way. Here's Shepard again. Hat trick for Addison Shepard.
Number 8's going in.
5-1 Denver. All Cyclones here in the first half, and Addison Shepard has got herself 3 goals.
And that one again on the counter, as you talked about. And let's take a look. Just nice little pass in there. Set it. Boom.
36 goals.
And Iowa Falls-Aiden had 2 forwards back this time, but they couldn't get it to them. And then Denver just is attacking on the counter so well.
36 goals this season for the sophomore Addison Shepard, as Denver extends their lead 5-1. Here's Aubrey Jergen. She'd like a hat trick. She had the first 2 goals of this one for the Cyclones. This ball kicked to no man's land. As a Roscoe, a little bit of miscommunication there. Here comes Hartford trying to get up to the middle. Trying to help out our midfield a little bit.
And you looked at it, Denver had to go to overtime and beat Solon.
It was not a tough game. It was.
Elise Ricketts had the goal.
Not an easy game.
Overtime.
Shot on goal just misses to the left.
Just to get back here, and now they've come out. And
Solon is well challenged. That's a WAMAC team that faces the likes of Mount Vernon and Clear Creek Amana, Benton Shellsburg, all those teams, Williamsburg. That is a tough team.
Iowa Falls just searching for some answers right now. Let's turn it. And
up and down they go, as now we have a whistle blown. They keep rolling here. Under 5 minutes to go in the first period. That one, another short roller that falls short that time for Mullahan. Grace Mullahan tried her luck at it. And it'll be a goal kick upcoming here for Iowa Falls-Aiden. At this point, trying to get to halftime, chance to regroup just a little bit. as once again Bobian the one to kick this one out of the goal here. McEwen got around one. And now the junior trying to work her way to the center. She does.
See, they're waiting, and Denver's coming into the ball. And with that lead, Denver can just turn up, they can take a few more chances, be more aggressive here.
There's Bobian, got it knocked away there right at the leg. Bailey Mullahan, both Mullahan sisters staying on top of it so far. As Addison Shepard just keeps patrolling the forward position, as she's done so well today with 3 goals. Now a chance for Iowa Falls-Aiden, just trying to get this thing back up the pitch. Kylie Kingsfeld gets tripped up, no call, we play on. There's Bobian, got around a couple. Now she looks to get this one back down the pitch. And over to Kolthoff. Cameron fires off her right, but awkwardly off her right foot. Didn't get what she wanted out of it. And it'll be a goal kick here for the Cyclones as more IMT insurance substitutions check in.
Yeah, and McEwen was shadowing her pretty well there. Didn't let her turn and get a good look.
It's really Kolthoff and it's Hartford. That's your big 1-2 for the Iowa Falls-Aiden Cadets, and they just haven't found their groove yet today. Give credit to Denver's defense, Lydia Gleason at the defending position, that have just been on top of things all morning long. That ball.
And then it's their teammates need to work it a little better to get it to them. But
kicked out, Denver ball. Cyclones trying to go quick here. You got 2 minutes to go in the first half. They'd love another one.
It's easier said than done against the Denver defense. They've been just aggressive and getting to every ball first.
Gleason gives them another chance at the defending position. Is she going to do it again? Nice header to Kolthoff. Cameron trying to take off. Now backs this one up. Here's a low line kick that drops into the lap of Adina Murch. Murch had that really good save a little bit ago off the leg of Kolthoff. That one that just barely missed the top right that she was able to get a hand on. Closing in on a minute to go here in the first half at the Lead Recreational Complex. Field number 1, St. Albert and Des Moines Christian. Currently at battle over on field number 2. That's the winner of this game. We'll play the winner of that game. The road team is Des Moines Christian, so Des Moines Christian leads 1-0 over St. Albert as that ball's kicked out. Their game started, I think, 15 minutes after the start of ours.
So stagger them 15 minutes apart.
They run a pretty tight schedule, a good schedule here at the Girls State Soccer Tournament. Well done.
Makes it so you can introduce one team and then you have a little break and then you can introduce the other so they're not talking over each other there.
Final seconds ticking down here in half number 1. That one knocked out of the touch line. Can Iowa Falls-Aiden put together one more attack here? There's the throw in, Hartford. Got it kicked away. Here comes another chance. Back to Hayden. And out it goes, and that will do it for the end of the first period. All Denver here in this one so far. 5-1. The Cyclones lead over the Iowa Falls-Aiden Cadets. We'll take a break. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city, and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Hey, Frank. Oh, it looks like you spilled some grease.
Grills are multiplying and you need flavor that's bold.
There's nothing left for you to do
but to go to Fairway, your dream for Midwest meat. It's the one you need. Yeah!
Fairway, it's the one you need.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine, to the novel and exciting, to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
We hope you're enjoying all the great competition you're seeing here today. At the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're grateful for the incredible support that makes this event possible. None more vital or valued than the proud title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau. With me here today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, to explain why their organization invests in and supports the Girls Union.
Thanks, Aaron. The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for more than 2 decades now. The athletes competing here today represent the very best of our nation's student athletes, driven, dedicated, and committed to teamwork. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we share those same values. Our farmers lead the nation not only in the production of corn, hogs, eggs, and ethanol, but also in the implementation of a number of innovative soil and water conservation practices which hold soil in place and reduce runoff. These shared values unite Iowa's student athletes and farm families, and our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the perfect opportunity to celebrate that commitment to excellence statewide.
Thank you, Brent. We appreciate the Iowa Farm Bureau's ongoing support and the role you play in helping Iowa's girls shine.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Excuse me, man. You dropped this.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
State soccer tournament here at the campus of Iowa State University. Denver, the 1 seed, leads over Iowa Falls-Aiden, the 8 seed, 5-1 at the halftime break in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson along with you here this morning. Let's take a look at how all those goals were scored. It was a lot of action early, Dar, and it was all thanks to Aubrey Juergens, number 22, the sophomore, 2 early goals for her.
Yeah, but some good assists. You see her, they hit her right outside, and boom, left puts it in. And
an assist set up by Mullihan here in the center.
Another one right over to her. She just turns on it quick, and it's 2-0, and Denver's off to the races, but then
Iowa Falls-Aiden responded with their own. It was a penalty shot.
PK.
Grace Hartford put into the back of the goal, makes it 2-1. That's all in the first 4 minutes, mind you. That was very quick.
That was
then
real
a little
quick.
bit of break in the action. Here was a really good save opportunity for Adina Murch. As the shot attempt by Cameron Koltoff, Murch able to sky up and get that one, a really nice play.
Yeah, it was sinking, going to go under the crossbar, but she got it up there.
Then it was all Addison Shepard, her first goal of the day.
Got it to the left foot and sent it across the face of the keeper.
Set herself up well. Her speed is what gets her going. This one was quick and mighty. That one all the way to the top, gets right over top of the goalkeeper. That's goal number 2.
Yeah, a little deeper. It kind of surprised all of us here, I think. She just turned and rocket.
And then late in the going here in the first half, again, just gets behind the defense and puts it right into the back of the net.
And on most all those goals, we saw a good assist, good passing by Denver there.
3 goals today for Addison Shepard, makes it 5-1. The Cyclones leading over Iowa Falls-Aiden. We get set to go here in just a moment for the second half of action. Denver currently on top. The rest of the bracket, St. Albert taking on Des Moines Christian. That game is currently at 1-0. Des Moines Christian leading over the Saints. Our game after this here on field number 1, Davenport Assumption, the 2 seed, takes on Appleton Parkersburg, the 7 seed, and then Hudson takes on Trainer. That's the 3 versus 6 seed game. Winner of this game plays St. Albert or Des Moines Christian. That takes place on Thursday at noon.
So Coach Verkamp over there trying to explain space. We got to space out more. We can't keep bunching up because if you do, they're just going to pass it around you and move it around you, and that's one of the things, and we'll see if they can come out with a quick surge and maybe get a quick goal in here.
Take a look at the crowd over there on the far side, hanging in here in the overcast day. It will not be overcast much longer. I definitely feel like we're going to see the sun start shining here in the next hour or so.
I shouldn't say it, but I felt a slight sprinkle as I was heading over there.
I was looking at that fade shot. Our producer, Justin, he's just bringing out all the tricks. Great fade shot there. Top-tier production here at the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. As we get set to go for half number 2, we switch sides. Denver in maroon, Iowa Falls-Aiden in white, as we're off and running here in the second half of action. An opportunity here for Hartford. Drops that one down. You'll notice here, if you're just joining us here for the second half, Iowa Falls-Aiden, Grace Hartford's their go-to. 35 goals this season for her. And she's going to be one, like we saw in the first half. They're going to try to get it ahead to her and then just hope that it gets between the defense. But Denver has done such a good job
Well,
today.
they've had 2, 3, and 4 people back, and you can play more back, too. Now with this lead, they can put more defenders back and just make sure she doesn't break free.
That one dropped in the middle. Denver going to try to come up at the midfield and work on this one with Bailey Mullahan and company.
Yeah, not a good place to leave that out there.
Knock up near side. Here comes a kick up by Juergens. Juergens just missing that to the right, and then a short blooper is high up over the goal for Alexis Builder.
Yeah, she was going to use the 9-iron and got a little more
just a little
underneath
hard.
it, a little over the top. But
I don't play golf, so I can't relate to the shot, but the pitching wedge was out.
pitching wedge, yeah, that was part of it, trying to just dump it in. But
one thing's for sure, as the game has progressed on, it's getting hotter.
yeah, it is.
Only supposed to be a high of 85 today, but the dew point and the humidity, 88% humidity when we kicked off.
Well, that's what they say. It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
It is the humidity.
So
that is what they say in the Midwest.
Whoever they are.
If you're coming out to the field tomorrow, make sure to pack light clothes. Heat index of well over 100 expected for tomorrow. Also expect probably breaks every 20 minutes. They usually do that when the heat gets
up that high.
Yeah, what it usually is. But
Well,
can't complain today.
The forecast is better than what it had been.
Yes.
Like Thursday or Friday, they were talking storms today and tomorrow, but
Kind of different how the schedule lines up here at the state tournament. You got action today, Class 1A and 2A. Tomorrow is just 3A. We're off Wednesday. Everybody comes back Thursday, and then they come back Saturday for the championship games. So a little bit of a couple breaks in between for these teams, which is always nice. And obviously a winner today, you don't play again until Thursday.
yeah.
You'll gladly take that. Fight for the ball here on the near touch line. Alexis Milder also trying to work her way up. Good battle by Orozco over there out of Iowa Falls-Aiden. Here's a ball that's centered to the middle and jumped on top of by Abigail Jansen.
She finally pulls it out of there and gets a shot off. And the more time they're playing on that end, the more time running down on Iowa Falls-Aiden.
Well, and I think you could really see there at the end of that first half, there was fatigue setting in as the constant running for Iowa Falls-Aiden, whereas Denver just kind of sits back defensively. Here's Addison Shepard, tries again but misses to the right, didn't quite get the leg on it like she wanted to.
Yeah, and then Denver, they are efficient with their passing. You don't see them go one-on-one too much. They do. When they do, they're efficient with that too, but they do a lot of quick passing when they go on the counter.
That's what's gotten them so far to this point.
Okay, I thought he pointed to the corner, but I guess not. It's a goal kick.
So it is a goal kick.
Once again, we want to say thank you to our restaurant partner, Jethro's Barbecue, for their continued support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
Ball over on the far side here for the Cyclones, trying to work this thing back to the center. Denver fell short last year in the championship game 2-0 against Davenport Assumption, who has just had, they own this place, basically. They own the state tournament. They have been so good in the last couple of years, at one point winning 5 straight championships. But the Cyclones would love to upend the Knights this year. Again, they try to work to the middle. Orozco able to send this one back up the pitch. There's Grace, or excuse me, Elise Ricketts. Again, great to see her back. She was down in a lot of pain holding that ankle there in that first when they had that PK with Hartford. Low liner up the field has got a handball coming up. Shepard got a hand on that one. Coach Eagle asking something about the position of the hand, if not. How about Coach Kane Eagle? First year with the team. First year coaching in general, Iowa high school soccer. And he's got the Cyclones here at the state tournament at 17-0-3. I don't know his age, but I know he's pretty young. And he's got a lot to be excited about here with the Cyclones and how well they're playing. And the roster that he's got. While they have a couple seniors, they still are pretty young. And when your best player is only a sophomore.
Well, he was an assistant, too. So,
yeah, so that helps out.
He knows the system and knows the girls.
Murch comes up to get this one. Hops on top and grabs the quick save. And you wonder for Denver, 5-1 lead. You get a couple days off. Like, is there such thing as pulling back the reins, or you think you just kind of keep your foot on the gas, keep playing how you've been playing?
Oh, to a point. I think when it gets a little later, that might, bring in some more players. But
defensively, they've just been so good. Lydia Gleason, I think, has obviously been one of the standouts. We got a couple back and forths ahead, 9-on-9, as Kingsfeld and Rothmeyer dueling here on this near side. Kingsfeld kind of holding it here, trying to see if she can find an opening. This one knocked back up the pitch. Roscoe off the right leg, tries to get it up to Hartford, but it gets behind Grace. And Denver sends it back the other way. Kingsfeld tries to center it down to the middle, and again, Murch comes up and gets it. A little bit more white jerseys up the field for Iowa Falls-Aiden compared to that first half when it was usually just 2 or 3. That's kind of a whole offensive set working their way up.
And they've got to do something because they got to find some goals,
yeah,
to keep the season going.
Time goes by quick. Mullahan trying to get this one ahead. High up over top of the goal.
Yeah, see, and there's where they're going to take those longer shots.
Yeah.
And
Aubrey Jurgens.
If it goes out, waste a little more time. There's no pressure on it.
Gladly take it.
And
if it goes in, it goes in. IMT Insurance Substitution, all-state tournament substitutions brought to you by our friends at IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Game 1 of the day here at the 2026 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. Schedule a little bit different this year. Usually the girls are the first state tournament of the season. Boys went last week, so a little bit different.
Yeah, it's all in venues, moving the girls up here. And
Ames,
then
yep.
The boys have played all over.
Great facility here in Ames.
Yeah.
On the campus of Iowa State University.
Ivy.
A couple more substitutions rolling back in as Arabella Meischlack will walk in. I always feel it is tough coming here, Dar. My license plate is Iowa Hawkeye theme, so I always think I get weird looks coming here on the campus of Iowa State. But always good to be here.
I don't think it's just the license plate, but that. No. Ames is a beautiful town. Lived here for 5 years.
Absolutely, plenty of food. That's the big thing for all the fans that come here. Good food options.
Yeah, a lot of things.
The way the schedule's set up, you really don't have to stay overnight by any means. But if you do need to, we're going to keep the topic off food. Addison Shepard trying to work her way to the center as Iowa Falls-Aiden stays on top defensively. Kingsfeld was also there in the middle. Boy, she's playing hard defensively. Here's Hartford. They got about 1-on-4 as they try to get this ahead to Koltoff, but nothing going. Denver hops on top.
Yeah. Should have tried to dump it closer to her. I did notice the creek running a little high across.
A lot of water. Yeah, a lot of water. We are lucky that the rain was not as bad as it was this past weekend, but a lot of rain over the state of Iowa.
Having been here in the floods of '93, I always, other floods, always look at that stuff coming in. But they made so many changes.
Yeah.
With
well, the fields are in great condition, well kept.
They should be. They have a turf program here, in Iowa State.
That is true. Stay on top of things.
Part of their pride of
like we talked about in the first half, 2 fields going on at the same time. Well-efficient run program, good parking here across, and plenty of practice fields. What you don't see here, there are plenty of practice fields down here to the south that the teams continue, and you'll see, warming up for hours. And then just a little bit further south, Hilton Coliseum.
Yeah, because when they get back in, when they get back in here on this field, they're just kind of doing their last few warm-ups and ready to go.
Saves it so you don't have to have as much warm-up time. Shepard chases after it on the far line. It's picked up by Bobian. And a little bit of a weak dribbler, just falls short of the goal, goes back out. It will be a goal kick. Just over 10 minutes gone by here in the second half. Denver leads over Iowa Falls-Aiden 5-1. Cadets trying to string together a couple good offensive sets here to try to get back into this match. But the 1-seed Cyclones just look really tough to beat today.
Yeah, they came out early and just, as their coach said, we got to take control early, handle the ball, be aggressive, and that's what they did to start. And Iowa Falls answered. They got the PK, but Denver's adjusted defensively. Just has not let them.
Denver has also not given up the aggressiveness defensively.
No, yeah.
I mean, staying on top, physical
if
soccer.
anything there, they picked it up a little bit with the lead, because you can, if you make a mistake when you're ahead, it's not as bad.
Speaking of staying physical, that's exactly what you'll take there.
Oh, what a tackle.
Beautiful slide tackle.
Bailey Molahan.
That was perfect. Stuck the leg out, knew exactly where she wanted to be. Got one on the ground there. Going to have a foul called on Bobian. Take a look at the replay of the slide tackle, Dar.
It came right in. Yeah, see how she captured that, gets right back up. And what we did, I don't think you could hear it there, but that bonk as the offensive player tried to kick it, and she just had it trapped.
Got a free kick coming here for the Cyclones. Addison Shepard going to try her luck from way out here. Kick on the way, dropping right into the lap of Abigail Jansen. Nice grab by the senior goalkeeper. Cadets will send it back the other way. Iowa Falls-Aiden 17-2-2 on the season coming into the state tournament. One thing that you do got to point out between both teams, Denver, one of the harder, tougher schedules in the state of Iowa. Well over 200 wins against their opponent, or opponent record, well over 200. For Iowa Falls-Aiden, opponent record just 176, 192, and 41. They're 7-4 against teams above 500, 10-0 against teams above or below 500. And it all depends on the type of conference games that you play. I'd say one of their better wins of the year was against Nevada, one of the previous champions here at the state tournament. In recent memory.
Yeah, and there, when you're playing a couple conference games too, it doesn't leave you as much room open to go out and play other games and play up a little bit.
14 conference games is a lot of conference games.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty heavy schedule, so it doesn't leave a lot of chances to go out and play, higher teams in a higher class.
12-0-2, though, in conference play for the Cadets. Got a player down over here for Iowa Falls-Aiden. Looks like Arabella Maishlak is the one who's down. Now she hops back up on her own power. As the sun's trying to peek out here at the Lead Recreational Complex. You can definitely feel it in the heat. It's starting to get a little bit heavier, a little bit muggier.
Well, the lack of wind's been the problem because it hasn't pushed the clouds over. They've just been sitting on Iowa and dropping rain here over the last.
Avery Vierkant, a freshman, trying to go to work there in the middle, number 21, and now Nicole Gomez over there, number 19 for Denver. Cyclones trying to push. Falls-Aiden. Iowa Falls-Aiden trying to get their way back to the middle and keep pushing. Now here's Alyssa Vierkant. Coach Vierkant not happy with the officials. He's wanting a little bit of contact or something of a foul called. Bailey Mullahan kicks that one out to the far line and will go out. Gonna have a throw in here for Iowa Falls-Aiden. As time ticks under 25 minutes to go. Mass IMT Insurance substitutions coming out onto the pitch.
Yeah, and here's where you're talked about it, getting some of the other players in, getting them game experience too in the tournament, and that's how the program builds a little bit too.
Checking in for Denver, number 14, Hazel Coleswood, number 15, Grace Mullahan.
Grace Mullahan, one of a couple that's in for Denver. Good to have her back on defense. Ricketts on the defense side here. Now sits back over to Rothmeyer, and now a chance up to go for Alexis Milder.
Mullahan turns it.
She's really trying to work her way up the field on her own. Nice kick out that time by, I believe, Aubrey Sylvie over there. That ball is going to get past a couple and hop down for Jansen. Our fast scoring that we had in the first half kind of come to a slow here as both teams, well, at least Denver has kind of settled in. There's another lob shot that just misses to the left.
Yeah, and while they're attacking, it's not quite as strong, you know, as because they're more willing to take those longer shots, and if it goes out, okay, that's just running the clock down.
Winner of this game plays the winner of St. Albert and Des Moines Christian. Des Moines Christian leads that one over on field number 2, 1-0 with 36 minutes to go in the second half. Again, that game takes place Thursday at noon. Here's another lob shot that just misses to the right. You talked about it, Dar, that you're going to see those for the next 22 minutes. You know, they waste a good chunk of time. You might get one to go in. There's really no reason to get too physical down low and really,
Just,
try to go after anything crazy.
You don't want to get hurt here.
Yep. That's another thing. Try to keep all your players healthy. As that one is skied up out, and another goal kick upcoming. Denver's had 5+ corner kicks today. They came into the state tournament 158 corner kicks on the year. Iowa Falls all the 90 on the season.
Which tells you that offense is attacking.
Yeah,
you know,
tells you all you need to know. And they have continued that trend here today.
And even if the keeper or somebody else knocks it out, they get another shot.
Hallsrud also over there. Or Colesrud, excuse me, also over there. Just couldn't quite hop on top of that one. Ball stays in the center here as that one's sent over by Lozano. Chance to run ahead here for Alyssa Vierkant. But Ricketts again stays on top of it. Rothmeyer boots it up the pitch. And here's Colesrud trying to chase it down to the far end. Centers down to the middle, kind of in no man's land. And jumping on top of it in the middle, Sofia Valencia Meza. Kylie Kingsfeld also there in the center. Denver trying to keep the pressure up defensively. Now here come the Cadets trying to push this thing back up the pitch. Nice play through the legs. Here's Grace Hartford. And a foul is called on Ricketts.
And outside the box there.
Yeah, slight bump. It's going to be outside, but Mullahan not happy. Yeah, here's the replay. Yeah, there it is on Ricketts. Mullahan was the one who was also kind of arguing the call. It's going to be a free kick here for Iowa Falls-Aiden. Not a bad spot for a free kick.
No.
And I believe it's going to be Demi Bobian.
Moving that wall back.
I think she's the one taking it. Cadets trying to get within 3. Here's Bobian on the way. Just barely over
that
top.
Was pretty, but it just touch high.
And Murch almost touched it.
Yeah.
I mean, she got up.
It was perfectly on line. Just if we had
Just
any
not
wind
enough.
blowing out the other way, watch it here. Slide up over the wall and just over the top.
I love the 3 Denver players. Like, they put their hand up to their mouth because they're like, really the only thing that's going to hurt us is if the ball drills us right in the mouth and we lose our teeth. So they were blocking their teeth there for a second. Here's a shot on goal that is bounced up and blocked
Punched
again
out, yep.
by Adina Murch. How about this goalkeeper? She's just a sophomore. Take a look at the replay. Once again, Dar.
Two-handed push, yeah.
She's got it.
You aren't going to get any funky goals on Medina, I'll tell you that.
So here comes the Channel Seeds corner kick. They're actually going to do it all the way over there. I thought they were going to do it on the other side. So Channel Seeds corner kick upcoming for the Cadets. This one, low liner, misses to the right, didn't have a chance off to the side. And it will be a goal kick here for the Cyclones, who hold firm defensively, 5-1.
Although Iowa Falls has played a little more in their half here in the last few minutes, taking some shots, and they have some substance in there.
Absolutely. Houlihan sends it back up the pitch, and now a chance up ahead for Aubrey Juergens. Wish he'd love a hat trick as well, but picked up by Jansen. This one headed up a couple times in the middle. Ball still up in the air. Now here Ricketts goes down for a possible slide tackle. Not going to get it there. Here comes a run out for Kylie Kingsfeld, who now waits. Hartford also with it here. Grace gets around one. Works herself to the center, but knocked out. Well covered once again by Denver. Low boot to the center. Once again, a chance for Kylie Kingsfeld. Again, though, Ricketts able to knock it out. Now Denver trying to hop back on top of it. And back up the pitch it goes. Shepard back and forth. Here's Mullihan. This is Grace. Tried to sneak that one ahead. Well covered on the back line by Kemry Kingsfeld. Near side shot that goes in.
That one is ridiculous right there.
Another one on top for Denver. I believe it was Alexis Milder, who is the one that's able to hop on top of it. We'll get a confirmation here on the goal, but it looks like Alexis Milder is the one who grabs the goal. And Denver extends the lead to 6-1. Another one of those lob shots, Dar, that just kind of worked out. Take a look at the replay.
Yep, just right up over.
So Alexis Milder with the goal, the senior able to get into the scoring column. That is her 6th goal of the season. With under 17 minutes to go. Coach Vierkant not happy. He thought there was possibly a foul that was going back the other way. Might have heard that. So a free kick upcoming here for Denver. As Lydia Gleason will just kick this one short up to Mullihan. Strong battle for the ball at the midfield position. Kolthoff going after it. And now here's Rothmeyer. Ball going to be knocked out. Goal kick it is. So it will be Abigail Jansen again to goal kick this one out with 15 minutes to go here in this one. Denver in control 6-1 over Iowa Falls-Aiden. A trip to the state semifinals within reach. Is going to get a foul on Shepard. Shepard was trying to work her way forward, a little too much hand contact for the officials' liking, and it'll be a free kick here for the Cadets. Still really cool opportunity for Iowa Falls-Aiden. The Cadets making their first ever appearance here at the state soccer tournament. It's crazy, Dar, because as the years have gone on, Iowa high school athletics been strong since the 20s, working itself up to the early 1900s, that we still, in 2026, are still getting teams making their first trips to the state tournament. Eventually, there will come a time when every team has, in fact, made it to the state tournament that is still in school, but it is still really cool anytime
maybe
makes their
maybe
first
not,
trip.
though. We've had a lot of shifts in population and different
That's true.
things going on.
But I'm just saying we can really appreciate it while it happens, and anytime a team makes it, very happy for Iowa Falls-Aiden, that entire community. A chance to get here to the state tournament, and while probably not the result they were looking for, still got a good team, still a lot of young players, and I know for a fact that Coach Vierkant will have his cadets back here once again very soon. Another chance for a goal, that time just missing for Grace Mullahan.
And I've said before, a team that's the first to do it in a sport, is always the one you remember.
Yeah.
Even if you come back 5 times.
Yeah. Sets it off.
You're always, that's the one you remember. Remember that year when we got us to state for the first time.
Channel Seeds corner kick, knocked up in the air, had a couple girls collide. Everybody's all good. And for the youth programs to see a team up ahead make it to the state tournament, that's a big deal. Hartford got ahead momentarily. Now here's Koltoff. She's got about a 1-on-3 if she can turn it. Shot on goal misses to the right. Was it touched? No. It will be a goal kick. Good effort, though, by Cameron. She's just a freshman. So you got a freshman in Koltoff. You got a junior in Hartford. Here's a look at the replay one more time. Just missing to the right.
And she knew it was it was tough against, you got to, we're going to have the best chance, and she tried it there, but against 1-on-3. Yeah, there's a lot of underclass when you look down the Iowa Falls roster.
Both rosters.
And both rosters, yeah.
That ball somehow stays in on the far touchline. Aubrey Juergens kind of took one to the chin. Now she tries to get this thing back to the center, but Iowa Falls-Aiden is on top of it. Near side, here's Mullahan. Back over to the corner with Alexis Milder. There's another shot on goal. That drops in. Up and good by Bailey Mullahan.
And that was
the senior captain.
Yeah, that was just one. Well, I'll try to just lob it over, and it just right up over the hands of the keeper.
A good pass by Milder to set this one up. Mullahan sat in the middle.
Just the rebound, boom, and just kind of over to, it was a little off center more than what I thought. I thought it was straight at the keeper, but good over to the corner there.
Great play nonetheless. Makes it 7-1 Denver. All Cyclones here in this one with just over 11 minutes to go in this one. So Cyclones put the finishing touches on this one. Everybody getting in on the scoring action. There's Gomez. Good long strides, working her way up the field. Good effort kicked out. Still overcast skies for the most part, but the sun definitely finding its way out. I look behind us to see a little bit of blue skies starting to maybe sneak in. So
yeah, but there's some bluish gray to the north that
hopefully
it'll slide over without problems.
That stays away.
Yeah. Yeah, he says.
Next game coming up here at noon, at least on field number 1. The 2 seed, Davenport Assumption, defending state champions, take on the 7 seed, Applington Parkersburg Falcons.
And they're first timer here, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah. And they tied this Denver team twice.
Yeah, it's a tough team. Assumption, one of those teams where the losses are a little bit more than most of the teams here at state, but it's the schedule, the strength of schedule. Assumption plays a lot of higher up opponents.
Yeah, AP is here for the first time in girls soccer.
So a pretty fun Class 1A field. A lot of people were excited when we got the brackets the other night. Mullahan trying to go back and forth here. Another low liner that drops in. Grace Mullahan again. Just kind of finds her way, just sneaks it in past the left goal post. I think that one even surprised her.
Yeah, well, it's just another one where we talked about it. They aren't, you'll see here, gets it and dished over and then just catches the post and just slides in.
Now 12 goals on the season for Grace.
When it's going good, it's going good.
It is, 8-1. Still Denver. 10:06 to go here in the second half. We went a little bit there without a score, and now Denver's quickly put 3 back up to make it 8-1. Iowa Falls-Aiden trying to go on a push with Kaltoff. And kicked out. Nice defense by Denver. Nope, stays in. Hard to see the touch line over here. That's another thing. They keep this field pretty flat for the most part. I mean, you got pretty much.
Well, you got a little crown. You
yeah,
do that,
yeah, but not much.
Otherwise, yeah.
Got a foul here on Shepard.
Got a bird in the.
Oh, we got wildlife on the field. Little bird down here.
He isn't bothered by the game.
No, he's checking out the action.
Worms or something there.
So it'll be a free kick here for Iowa Falls-Aiden. A little deeper in their own territory, though. Obviously, Denver's offense has been really solid today, picking up the goals left and right, but got to give credit to their defense. I mean, the only goal was a PK because of the foul in the box. And other than that, they really haven't had a ton of crazy shot-on-goal attempts.
No, and they pretty much – Hartford had somebody around her all the time, 2 and 3, and they were not going to let her get the ball and get loose. When she did, she get fouled, get the PK, but –
There was a game plan, and they stuck to it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what makes
and then
teams out of champions.
Speed, and then they were physical too, so they were able to get that ball back and play defense.
Addison Shepard will come off the field, most likely for the final time today. Hat trick for the sophomore. Heck of a day for her.
This puts her to 36 on the season. Yeah, coming in, Iowa Falls-Aiden had 88 goals, Denver 87. But
2 high-scoring teams. Both teams that have averaged, I think, about 4 goals per contest.
Yeah.
Iowa Falls-Aiden, a point differential of 3.4. Denver, 4.4. That's one of the higher totals you'll see. So when they're winning pretty large. 4 times this season, the Cyclones have scored double digits, including the Class 1A regional semifinal against New Hampton when they scored 11 in the victory.
Yeah, and then they turn around and go to double overtime.
Yeah, and then Solon
to get here.
gives them a tough little bout.
They're able to.
And you never know. It could have been a somewhat wake-up call game. They had 2 1-0 games this season, once against Solon and then once against Dyke New Hartford. Like we talked about, they tied Applington Parkersburg 1-1, or 1-1 both times. Yep, and then they tied Pella 2-2. That was at a Saturday tournament up at Nevada. That's the only reason these 2 teams play. That was up at Nevada. As the clock continues to tick down here, Denver trying to close this one out as Murch comes up and makes the play. Got to give credit to Adina Murch. She has made some sky-high, high-flying plays defensively here this afternoon. Or this morning, I should say.
Yep, she's judged it well.
You can have the best team in the world, but if you don't have a goalie that can play, you're in a tough spot. And for Denver, Murch just really solid. Gave them chances when they needed them.
Yeah, and when one goal can flip the script on a game so fast, it just knocking away that good shot is a couple of those get in for Iowa Falls and might be a little different story, but.
That ball going all the way to the far corner. Denver not giving up, though. Nice effort there by Emily Mullert. Here's Mullahan. Going to take her shot low, and it's picked up off the bounce by Jansen. Just over 5 minutes left to go here in this one. Denver in control. 8-1 is your score. Substitutions being worked in for both teams, trying to get fresh legs out on the field. Winner of this game plays the winner of St. Albert and Des Moines Christian. Still Des Moines Christian 1-0 over top of the Saints. It is kind of amazing that these two teams in the Bound era, dating back to 2007, had not played each other, considering not too far apart.
Really not that far.
But when you're in the North Iowa Cedar League, you kind of just play the North Iowa Cedar League. That's kind of all you get. Throw in Waverly Shell Rock,
play two
Cora,
games against, Yep.
It's kind of how the conferences shake out.
We said the sun was coming out, but where's...
Keeps trying. Keeps trying out behind us. We'll take the overcast skies while we get them. We'll take the skies that aren't dropping rain. If you watched last year, it was all rain here at the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
Yeah, if you get a program, look at that cover picture.
All rain.
Beautiful, the rain, the drops coming down.
I will say it gave great photos last year with the rain, but definitely not a blast to play in.
Look at the cleats of the player on there, all muddy. And,
Much better here today. Definitely still a wet field this morning with overnight rains.
It's not the greatest thing when you get electronic equipment out here trying to do a game, but
a little bit of a collision there in front of the goal. No call, just kind of accidental for both players. Denver just trying to play keep away right now, trying to hold on here in the final 3 minutes. Cyclones will move to 18-0-3 on the season. The Cadets will bow out at 17-3-2. Again,
there's a nice trophy sitting here to my right that they'll take out and give
absolutely,
to them,
and they will cherish.
Put that in the.
And I would not be surprised if Coach Vierkant is back here next year.
Well, one thing, playing Denver, you play a team that's been a top team in the championship. It tells you, how much more do I got to work? What more do we have to do?
What changes in the span of 3 weeks? It was a 4-0 game back on May 16th up at Nevada between these two teams, and now 8-1. I mean, Denver has flipped the switch here.
Yeah, and then there's more pressure because it's going to be the end of your season, and there's that thought, we want to advance. You don't ever want to come down and just play one game, but But they gave a good effort to start, and then once you get behind a couple of great goals, and boom.
Step back here for us. Nope, and it's been over here. That way they can still see what's going on.
But still, good effort all across the board as we get down to the final minutes here. Obian sends it back up the pitch, now back into the legs of Kenna Rothmeyer. Kennis played really good minutes defensively for Denver. And now backs this one up to Ricketts. How about Elise Ricketts? Just a sophomore, one of the team captains. That's a high honor for a captain.
Yeah.
as the other captains are all either junior or senior.
And had the golden goal and the win over Solon, and
And it was, again, we talked about it, but went down early with that injury. It didn't look great, but was able to get off the
and then
field.
I think she was injured because it mentioned, I was reading some stuff on her coming back from injury to play in that Solon game. So
she has had the up and down time, but making it matter when it's, or making it count when it matters here. He's got a foul called. Mullahan kicks that one out. We're going to stop the clock.
That was.
And it is a yellow card.
She kicked the ball away. That was a delay there, and that's. Yeah.
Substitution for the Cadets. Number 19,
It's one of those
They're not
late
happy
things.
with each other. Yeah,
the coach was
it's- yeah.
but that's one of those things you leave the ball lay and let the other team, and then she just kicked it away. And so that's.
You'll have that.
Most of the time an automatic yellow, and then late in the game it's not really good.
Yeah.
But you're just letting them know, hey.
Kylie. Yeah, they did. It was just kind of one of those things. Getting down to it. Here's Kingsfeld working her way down the near side. Just over a minute to go.
Nice pass in. Oh,
shot on goal just misses out to the right by Kingsfeld.
Looking for the right corner there, but nice little laid it in there at her feet.
Take a look at the replay here by Kingsfeld. It's Kingsfeld to Kingsfeld here. Yeah, nice little back and forth. Just guided out to the right just a little bit. Standing ovation by the Iowa Falls-Aiden crowd and the Denver faithful.
Yeah, 17-3-2 is not
It's a great
bad
season.
mark.
Great season. Nothing to be ashamed of.
And Denver
came
keeps
out
on the mission.
Came out swinging here today, and obviously it's a tough time to ask, but boy, Cyclones are good. They're tough to beat when they're on it, and today they were on it. Hat trick by their lead goal scorer, Addison Shepard. That will do it. Coach Kane Eagle and his Denver Cyclones are off to the Class 1A semifinals. It's Coach Eagle's first state tournament win as a head coach. Denver advances with a win over Iowa Falls-Aiden. 8-1 is your final score. We'll send it down to the field for your trophy presentation.
Please direct your attention to the field for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medals, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball provided by Iowa Farm Bureau, title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU is Aaron Gerlich and Tanya Moe. Congratulations to head coach Morgan Bierkant and the Iowa Falls-Aiden Cadets on an outstanding 2026 soccer season. Cyclone fans, your team advances to the Class 1A semifinal game, where they will face either St. Albert or Des Moines Christian on Thursday at 12 noon. And now we'd like to recognize today's big star of the game, Addison Shepherds from Denver.
Denver punches their ticket to the semifinal round of the Class 1A semifinals. They await the winner of Des Moines Christian and St. Albert. Des Moines Christian leads 2-1 with just over 10 minutes to go over on field number 2. That will do it for us here on field number 1. For everyone on our entire production